Gentlemen, we are live Thursday, August 6, 2026. With you as always, I'm Warren Peace. We are All-Star Pro Wrestling, and this is Thursday Night PileDriver Classic Wrestling. Headed toward the summer extravaganza. Now, that's what I call wrestling. Volume 3. And in order of the season, to commemorate our 200th follower, the former World Heavyweight Champion, the former Grand Prix Champion, the Day One Original, the Strongman, J-Rock. With the former Classic Heavyweight Champion. Oh yeah, we kicking off big tonight, y'all. It's safe to say that Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, produces some championship level athletes. Enter the Sinister Punisher, Derek Cesario, former Classic Heavyweight Champion of the world, Craig. Ready to kick things off tonight with a boom, bang, bam. It goes down. We got J-Rock. We got Derek Cesario. One falls to the finish and we underway. Rock sidestepping the big boot. Answering back with a side Russian leg sweep. The Strongman. The Berserker himself, the Day One Original. J-Rock with that long, steady, grueling march to the top. Now find himself, for the first time in several seasons, on the opposite show, right over here, on PileDriver. Fresh competition. And Rock rising to the occasion, bringing a fight right to the former Classic Champion, Cesario. In his sophomore season here in All-Star Pro. Ran straight through the door, straight to the main event scene, straight to the Classic Championship. And a dumping sidewinder suplex. Rock putting that work and reverse quick kick to the head. Cesario trying to take control. High Irish whip into the ropes. And a crossbody off the rebound. Cesario with the Irish whip into the ropes. Drops down underneath. Leapfrog over the top. And a pop up. Samoan drop. Pop. What up? Big DDT from the Sinister Punisher. Now Cesario got Rock in deep trouble here. Planted into the canvas with an Oklahoma slam into the cover. Only good for the count of one. Quick little roll-up attempt here. Cesario able to kick out of one, but Rock regaining the control. Picking the single leg. The Punisher into the cover with his feet up on the ropes. We've seen it from him before, folks. Only good for the count of one. Over the top. Drop down DDT, and we have blood, but the side of his own blood. Might have fired up the Punisher. High Irish whip in the corner. Rock with the advantage. Looking for the scoop slam, but countered into a DDT. Cesario taking over, big overhead belly to belly. Up and over with the scoop slam, and then following through with the power slam. Cesario giving it the old college try, but Rock locked in. Oh, cannot get Cesario over the head. The fall away slam. Ooh. Cut off. And Cesario getting to work. Big overhead belly to belly suplex. Cesario throwing hands now. Placed up. Planted. Missing with the shoulder tackle. The Rock trying to regain control. Irish whipping in the corner. Oh shit. Oh shit. J-Rock. J-Rock. Trying to shatter some dreams here tonight in Rochester. Rock into the cover. Looking for the win, only good for the count of two. And Derek freaking Cesario with the well-timed spear. Trying to end it here. Only good for the count of two. And they're calling for it. They want to see it one more time, but J-Rock with ideas of his own. Graceful and powerful with that German suplex. Now Rock working those leg kicks. Trying to ruin that vertical base, that power base of Cesario. Face first in the top turnbuckle. That open wound being opened even further, but a reverse drop down DDT. And Cesario back in the driver's seat. Cesario bringing the pain here tonight. Dropping the boost down here tonight. J-Rock cutting the distance with the snap suplex. Suplex. The hard knee. And yes, indeed, folks, there will be blood. Both men busted open in a big boot from the strong man for the win. A close near fall. J-Rock. J-Rock in his capacity crowd. Fully invested. Making some noise. Only good for the count of two. Little counter on counter action there. On counter on reversal action here. Vying for the advantage. Scrambling for positioning here. And Rock giving a dislodge. Derek Cesario from the apron going up top. Trying to double down the leg drop. Connecting clean from 15 feet in the air. The crossbody. Cesario neutralizing all that's just been done. trying to terrorize this man, Derek Cesario. Leaning into the mean. Yo, welcome to the show. Thanks for tapping in. This is PileDriver, classic wrestling, the hard way. Season 4, episode 18. And now, that's what I call wrestling. Volume 3, just right around the corner. Unlimited. Gang wars. Right to the street. Ref count up to 9 now. And Cesario setting up. Spin out cliffhanger. DDT down the ringside. And the Sinister Punisher back inside the ring holding the high ground while J-Rock lay motionless down the ringside. Oh, but that's not enough. The Sinister Punisher trying to get sinister, trying to deliver some more punishment. Rock switching places with him. Back inside the ring now with the advantage. Gonna take the back. High Irish whip. Reversal on the whip. And J-Rock gonna make it back inside the ring. Welcome one and all. Thanks for tapping in. We live in full effect here in the pop-up spear. Cutting that man in half, and that should be it. That is it. Just like that. It is all over. After dropping his last two, Derek Cesario picking up a well-needed win. The former Classic champion. Trying to start that brutal grind back to the top. But it's a stacked field here on PileDriver. Cesario more than willing to put that work in. With the big spear, able to seal the deal. Your winner, the Sinister Punisher, Derek Cesario. That is one bad man, y'all. A return match from a few weeks ago. Because these ladies, these main roster champion ladies, all of them, Classic, World, Liberty, and Tag, they've been holding down so much. And we're clearing our divisions. We're running victory laps. No further ado, Sonya Ortiz, Dangerous Dawn Wang, one-on-one non-title action. Let's get into it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Hong Kong, China, Dangerous Dawn Wang.
Time for some Hong Kong hardcore. Right here on PileDriver. Dangerous Dawn Wang, a veteran. Violent as they come. As nasty as it gets. The former Classic champion. The former Grindhouse champion. Stepping back into the ring with the reigning Liberty champion. Looking to dethrone her. And lock in for a championship opportunity. Dangerous Dawn Wang. Hey, 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 hey. It's the inaugural Got you, bro. I got you. The inaugural, hell, the only Liberty champion, Sonya Ortiz. Been swatting off competition, would-be competitors, and challengers left, right, and center with an iron grip on that Liberty Championship. All the way from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, Sonya Ortiz. We got Dangerous Dawn Wayne. We got Sonya Ortiz in the Liberty Division non-title action, and we are underway. Superman punch straight out the gate. Ortiz coming on strong. Got her opponent's stuff. Hoisted up. Looking for the crucifix. Early on, the heavy offense. Wang back to her feet, looking for the springboard, but snatched off the launch pad. And a single knee face buster. Wang reaching in, but eating the combination. Ortiz not letting up. Bringing it home real stiff out to the apron. The reigning Liberty champion with the springboard stomp. Didn't get all of it. Got enough. Shoots the half into the cover with the leg hook. Only good for the count of 2. Wang making it back to her feet. Oh, shit, but snatched right out of her shoes. The complete shot face buster, and we got blood early. The Liberty champion on an absolute tear here. Continuing to tear. Wang drops down behind the back. Nice counter chop block. Sonya Ortiz, I tell her this time and time again. This girl, this lady, not very ladylike, built different. All about the tradition, bringing it home with that good old-fashioned Thursday night special. Wang already is covered in her own blood. Ortiz looking for that mercy kill here. Only good for the count of 1. Able to get the guard up. Dangerous Dawn Wang with her first significant piece of offense in this match. The big boot to the face. You can tell the desperation starting to set in. Wang already trying to start some traps. And the sleeper slam dumped right on the head. Ortiz continuing to keep that pressure on, being the aggressor's son. Just one step ahead at every turn. Ooh, and you can tell why she's the reigning champion. Deflecting the competition. Wang still seemingly unable to get out of the starting gates. Both ladies think of springboard. Nobody will make the connection. But quickly transitioning. Making it count. Sonya Ortiz. Jesus Christ, this is absolute mugging. Sonya freaking Ortiz. And Wang having absolutely no answer for this onslaught. Irish whip out to the apron. Wang swinging big here. Bringing the environment into play. That big suplex on the apron. Gonna drop the back. Drop the elbow on the back rather. Excuse me. And quickly that whole thing shut down. Nice legless takedown. Dangerous Dawn reaching in, but a little short and sitting hard into the still steps. Wrestling guys, getting some love. Dude, y'all gotta get his ass, man. That dude, y'all can't let that shit ride, man. Y'all can't let that shit ride, bro. And they're depleted, exhausted, Dangerous Don Wayne. Oh, shit, snapping the neck. Shoulder back suplex, ref count up to 8. And Wayne trying to force a comeback here. Gonna get this thing back inside the ring. Put down by a lot. Trying to close that gap. Wayne reaching in with the right hand. Virtually no effect on the reigning champion. Swinging around, taking it back. Sonya Ortiz. With the single knee face buster. Look at her damn near blemish free while Wang is a bloody damn mess. Sidestepping the drop kick of the springboard. Wang finally able to kick one. Oh, he was fucking bro up. I was really surprised. Dude, that match was wild as hell. Because he was being the absolute shit out of that man. And then somehow, I don't know how that dude pulled that victory off. That shit was crazy. That was like the come from behind victory of the year already. Bro was getting fucked up. Just like Wayne was getting fucked up, but she trying to mount a comeback here. The death press, raining down right hands. Off the risky springboard and not paying off. And just like that, Ortiz back in the driver's seat, taking for the ride. All the way around town, planted into the canvas. And just like that, Ortiz rolling the dice with the DDT for the win. Only good for the count of 2. Reverse quick kick to the head. Wayne. Running right past. Putting the brakes on. The timing. Into the cover with the Charlotte's Web. Only good for the count of 2. And another Irish whip. This time it's Ortiz with the big boot off the rebound. Chiclets. Teeth. Gone. Aye. Hey, there they go. Welcome to the show. We're getting the lead up in this bitch. Sonya Ortiz just knew it was over. Hell, I knew it was over. Was going in for the kill, but Don Wang, digging deep. Been taking a beating this whole match, trying to turn things around. Pushed off. Ortiz with a boot to the midsection. Big combination. Reaching for the skies in the clothesline. Welcome to the show, fellas. Thanks for tapping in. Know we appreciate the love. Irish whipping in the ropes. Ortiz jumps down underneath. And a big boot. Hold that down. Rolling back inside the ring off the springboard, the drop kick. Clearing half the distance of the ring, but Wayne back to her feet. The clothesline, didn't get all of it. Got some of it though. Reaching in, but Ortiz just a little bit quicker. And every turn just one step ahead. Wang in a bad way right now. Ortiz about to make it worse. And a cloverleaf backbreaker. And the clothesline to hold it down. Wang. That blood-soaked canvas. You see all that blood? That's all Dangerous Dawn. And a pop-up, flapjack. Just airing canvas. That is it. And refusing to stay down. Dude, blasted right in the face. With that go-to-sleep knee and still holding on. Still standing strong, still fighting. Ortiz said, fuck the dumb shit. She had another one in the chamber, y'all. And that is it. You can count to 10, because just like that, it is all over. What a motherfucking beatdown. Damn. Ortiz Got all in that ass like a roller Sherman. He was not letting up. Hey, that was a heavy ass main event last night too. Hey, bro held it down. There would be no disappointment in that performance. But Don Wang, your ass needed to hit the PC, because that was abysmal. Got your motherfucking ass whipped. Ortiz was like, oh yeah? You gonna kick out? Bet. Got something for you. The reigning, inaugural Liberty champion. Deflecting another would-be competitor. And Don Wang, heading no trip to the trainer's office, your ass needs to go down to the local medical facility. That being said, we better move it on. We got some action for you. Two men, the defined grindhouse. The record holder, the man that was coming for that record, finally meeting in one-on-one action. Jimmy Kane, Chris Legend, one fall to the finish. And it's about to go down. Let's get into it. One of the breakout stars from season 3, the sole crossover from the now defunct DSW.
Making his way to the ring, representing the Dangerous Alliance from Stillwater, weighing in at 220 pounds, Dangerous Jimmy Kane.
Jimmy Kane set and holds record that's still standing this very day on the grindhouse. 7 consecutive defenses. This man was on fire, y'all. That Cinderella season wasn't done just there. Had the TV championship to that mix, the hardcore championship to that mix, the Grand Prix championship to that mix. Now, aligned with the Dangerous Alliance, the Prince of Punk, Jimmy Jammy Cocaine, live on a classic brand. Ready to get face to face. The man that tried to tear down his own record. Maybe some admiration. Maybe a level of respect. Either way, I can guarantee you folks, sparks about to fly. Talk about breaking out. Made a pit stop here a couple of weeks ago, but officially making his main roster PileDriver debut, and it is about to be legend. Wait for it. Legendary, representing Strong Style Stud. Former Grindhouse champion. Made it up to defense number 5. Is actively on that chase. We're just one shy away from tying Shan Leon with that Grindhouse title. Legend just couldn't be contained on the grindhouse. This move was needed. Couldn't be that big fish in a small pond. Familiarized himself with the PileDriver audience. About 2-3 weeks ago. Now he's here to stay. Big shakeup on the roster. We got Jimmy Kane. We got Chris Legend. One fall to the finish, and we underway. That is the right one, right? High octane, hungry, high energy. That's all I can say about both these men. Standard setters, show stealers, little pose for the frame. Hey, welcome to the show. Thanks for tapping in. We got Jimmy Kane, Chris Legend. Two of the men that have defined the grindhouse for the past 2 seasons, tearing it down on PileDriver, super kick right to the lip. Kane dropped with the kick up, right back to his feet, put right back down with the clothesline. And Legend pushing the pace, keeping that pressure on. With the arm trap, isolating the fingers, gonna snap them back. A man of tradition, bringing it home. Thursday night special, grinding those knees. Right into the kidneys. Over the top. Drops with the Liger Bomb, bringing some strong style. Live here to PileDriver. Kane rolling out to the apron, trying to reset and recover. Trying to find somewhere safe to catch a breath. You ain't gonna find it out there on the apron. It's Chris Legend. Bringing the fire, bringing the fury. Apron DDT, and yes indeed, folks. That is the hardest part of the ring. Kane answering back. Nasty 5-piece combination, but the head movement and Legend parrying. Countering back. Gonna get this thing back inside the ring. Off the springboard. Buckshot Larry. Kane turned inside out. Legend off the top. It looks like Kane got the knees up. On the run, trying to flank the opponent. Quickly rises to the occasion, though. Chris Legend taking back control. Kane able to leverage gravity, taking the back. Irish whip out of the apron. Legend holding on. Straight up and down with the scoop slam. Chris Legend got Jimmy Kane right where he wants him. Nice counter. The leg kick. Now the standoff. Testing one another's metal. Standing toe-to-toe, throwing blows. Classic Jimmy Kane there. And double under PileDriver delivered live. Hitting out on PileDriver. And Legend trying to answer back with some of his vintage offense. Kane, well studied. You can tell. You've been watching what's been going on. Looking for a springboard, but knocked off the launch zone. Yeah. Legend now taking his time, sizing up Kane. The big back body drop taking too much time, and Jimmy Jammy gonna make you pay for it every time. Fighting down in the trenches. Missing the mark on the leg drop, and Kane following through with the senton. Back and forth, and Legend. Escalating it. Says a strong style setting in here in the PileDriver arena, the roundhouse connecting right behind the ear. Kane might be out on his feet. Gonna get this thing back inside the ring. Chris Legend into the cover. No doubt trying to test the water. Kane able to kick out the two. Still got a little fight left in him. Both men back to their feet, but a forehead of steam. Jimmy Kane out of the way, looking for the front drop kick. The side step. And Chris Legend is still in control. Kane with a shot to the midsection. Trying to follow through, but eating a forearm for his troubles. Half and half suplex. Kane right back to his feet, though. Legend reaching in. Kane going for that break last in case of emergency. Legend right around the side. Planet with the suplex going up top for the leg drop. Nobody home. The back and forth is real. You can feel the tension. You can feel the competition in the atmosphere. The game of one-upsmanship. Hung on. Snake eyes in the corner. Jimmy Kane. Firmly controls standing shooting star press. The Legend trying to slingshot himself into the clothesline. Kane. Again going to take the back up on the shoulders. And countered into an alley-oop. Legend taking his time trying to pick his next spot. A little bit of the rules never hurt nobody. Quick hard on the ropes. And the backbreaker. Kane on the move here. Jimmy Kane on the move. Little pose for the frame. Prince of the Punk Gods. The Prince, Jimmy Kane, loading up with that super kick. Seen so much success over the seasons, but only good for the count of two. Kane, undeterred, going right upstairs. Target locked in. And a Hurricane Runner from upstairs. Hey, welcome to the show, bro. Big roundhouse. Strong style. Legend. With that coquina clutch. Cinched in tight. Maybe not that tight. Kane with the lock pick, able to fight his way free. Both men back to their feet, back to square one. Legend, just a little bit quicker there. Hoist up in the fireman's carry, taking that long walk. Go to sleep. A knee. From the fireman's carry. Right to the mouth for the win. Only good for the count of two. Opening up the offense. Jimmy Kane. Little scramble here. And the shoulder tackle. Walking down Kane now. His Legend in the driver's seat. Irish whipping in the ropes. Sidestepping the drop kick. Jimmy Kane now with the whip of his own. And the pop-up. Flapjack. Jimmy Kane dialed in. Ready to bring this thing to a close. Doubling down with the super kick. Going low, staying low for the win. Jimmy Kane. Holy good for the count of two. And this bloodthirsty pack of heathens said they want to see it one more time. They crave the violence and they're going to get it. The springboard right cross. And just like that, Legend back in the driver's seat. And again, Legend taking a bit of time trying to figure out his next move, and he's going up top, y'all. Maybe taking a bit too much time. Kane able to make it back to his feet. Counter with an elbow drop of his own. Now Kane going upstairs. What you gonna do, man? What you doing? What you doing? Jimmy Jammy. Jimmy Jammy, what the hell are you doing up there? Following through with the arm drag. The legend gonna take the back. Over the top, inverted DDT. Chris Legend for the win, only good for the count of 2. Tossed. I wouldn't even call that a suplex. I call that a damn toss. Out of the apron. Looking for it again, but overshooting the mark, but still. With an opportunity, Kane out on his feet. Legend seeing it, gonna strike with the irons high. Tripleta. And the leg drop to wash it down. Legend delivering the PileDriver live. Hit a knot on PileDriver. Into the cover. For the win in his PileDriver debut, only good for the count of 2. Bars. And Kane now. Kane fading. Fighting on instinct here. Jimmy Kane. Suffering from exhaustion. Gonna crawl over. Able to crawl into the cover. With the leg hook. Referee in position and exhausted. Jimmy Kane only good for the count of 2. Nice standing switch. Kane gonna take the back into the neck breaker. Headed over the corner. Kane once again praying to the Punk gods. Calling a shot in the super kick. Connecting, crawling into the pin. For the win, Jimmy Kane. And just like that. What the fuck is he doing here? Oh, hell no. Sean Campbell. Told your motherfucking ass. I do not want to see you this entire week. This is the Kuto Death Society. Y'all playing with fire, man. Y'all playing with fire. Awesome match, gentlemen. My hats off to both of you. I want to thank you, though. Besides the interference, that might have been match of the night. That was the hardest of the grindhouse right there, yo. Keeping it moving, though. Keeping it moving, though. Newly arrived on the grindhouse. Damian Briggs, the former world and classic heavyweight champion, breaking in a new fit, getting used to the new sights, make some new friends, getting ready to go one-on-one. The Bloody Eye Bandit, Jackson Mitchell. Time for them to sit in here tonight in Rochester.
Making his way to the ring, weighing in at 222 pounds, Jackson Mitchell.
The Bloody Eye Bandit. The player. Jackson Mitchell. Former television champion. On a 2-fight win streak, including a non-title win over reigning international champion Cold Steel. Momentum at an all-time high. Confidence always at an all-time high. Jackson Mitchell, baby. Ready to give his rendition of a warm PileDriver welcome. Damian Briggs. The Elite Nightmare. Always true. after spending the majority of his time in All-Star Pro Wrestling on Monday Night Havoc. The former World Heavyweight Champion finally making that leap. And not just on some little win streak. This man is on, has held, and maintained one of the highest winning percentages over the past 2 seasons.
New York, weighing in at 240 pounds, David the King Briggs.
Proof to the entire roster that nightmares do come true. Mr. TXT himself. Live, in the flesh, on PileDriver. You know him, you love him, give him a warm welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, Damian Grand Slam Briggs. The Elite Nightmare, the King, ready to put on a show. We got Jackson Mitchell. We got Damian Briggs. One fall to the finish and we underway. Briggs trying to jump the gun. That's a rarity. Usually calm and collected. Briggs trying to make it an early night at the office. Must have got a hot date lined up. And Briggs quickly taking control. As well-rounded and as elite as it gets. The former, the only world champ around the block, Damian Briggs. Bringing home with some heavy offense, and Mitchell having a hard time getting out of the first gear. Referee stepping in trying to separate these two. Nice, clean, respectable break, and Briggs right back to work. The leg kick, softening Mitchell up. Some unprotected shots to the midsection. And a roundhouse to wash it down. Tied up in the collar and elbow. Briggs going to take the standing side headlock. Pushed off, stalemate broken. Mitchell trying to capitalize, but it's Briggs once again in control. Forced back to the corner. And again, the referee having to step in and do his job. Cheap shot by the Elite Nightmare. Trying to rush in, but Mitchell out of the way in the long zone off the springboard and the drop kick connecting. The arm trap. Boot to the midsection. And a forearm right across the chin. With the arm trap behind the back and a handful of fingers. Trying to break Briggs down to the lowest common denominator. Jackson Mitchell chasing that slow nickel instead of the fast quarter. Briggs back to his feet. Quick combination, little two-piece, and Briggs back in control, looking at that victory roll again. Mitchell with the sidestep, off the springboard. Cannot clear the distance, and Briggs going to take the back with a handful of hair. Rolling around to the single knee face breaker. Fluid movement, making everything count. Damian Briggs with the sidewinder suplex. Big right hand, big boot to the midsection. Exchanging blows. Going tit for tat here. Momentum shifting on the dime. Briggs coming right back up with a big spear. But a quick recovery, quick roll up. And ref couldn't even get set. Good for the count of none off the springboard. Mitchell unable to strike, and Briggs once again with a free opportunity. Opportunity squandered. Mitchell with the final flash. Yes, indeed. It do indeed be like that sometimes. Off the rebound with the drop kick. Mitchell flanking Briggs. The quick jab, keeping the Elite Nightmare at bay. A slap in the face, no respect at all. High Irish whip into the ropes. And Briggs stifling the takedown attempt. Victory roll. Super kick combination. 1 for 3 on that maneuver now. Briggs taking control. Got his opponent's stuff. Hoisted up on the shoulders with that cliffhanger. Then come down. Damian Briggs with the spin 10. No, damn it. Why do I keep fucking this up? I'll get some notepads. This fucking guy. Harvey from TMZ getting involved in the referee. Distracted, missing the mark. It's still only good for the count of 2 off the cutthroat. Mitchell with the rib breaker. And another one of the springboard. Reversal off the whip and Mitchell out of the apron. With the hot shot back inside the ring. Briggs back to his feet, and there it is. That devastating, debilitating scissors kick right to the head. Good for the count of 2. Drop down DDT. Briggs put some stank on that last one. Pump handle, locked in. Dump right on his head. The patella drop. Mitchell trying to pick himself back up. And Briggs said, let me help you out. Face first on the second turnbuckle, and we got blood, y'all. Going upstairs. Damian Briggs calling his shot. Oh, shit. Laid out with the guillotine leg drop from all the way up top. Bars. Taking it back. Briggs. High Irish whip into the ropes. And a hard forearm smash off the rebound. Don't judge me, man. I got a lot going on over here. Quick little roll up here. Mitchell only good for the count of 1. More importantly for him, though, taking the advantage. Briggs trying to pick himself back up. Ooh, pulling a rope down and taking a tumble down the ringside. Jackson Mitchell coming out the worst for wear on that exchange. Worse for wear. Look at me using fancy words and shit. Spinning around, taking it back. Mitchell gonna skin the cat back inside the ring. Doesn't seem very economical. I knew that. I knew that. That's what I said to come down. Motherfucker, that's what I told your ass. What you mean? Clearing half the distance of the ring with the no-look senton. Holy good for the count of 2. Briggs back in the driver's seat. High Irish whip into the ropes and a pop-up. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, I see you. Oh, the spin 10. Damian Briggs putting some oxygen on that bitch. Only good for the count of 2. Game of fisticuffs in soon here tonight on PileDriver. Mitchell coming out on top of the exchange, rolling through with it into the cover. for the win. Only good for the count of 2. Motherfucker, I told you I asked that shit. Gouging the eyes. Mitchell trying to make something happen with Briggs with some well-placed elbow to the midsection. He's got plenty of room to work. Hoist up on the shoulders. But some well-placed shots to the temple. And Jackson Mitchell with the Liu Kang kick. Into the cover. For the win, Jackson Mitchell only good for the count of 2. Ooh, nice pullback neck breaker. Out here getting innovative with it. Oh, over the top of the spear. Mitchell. Seemingly locked in the later this match goes on. Irish whipping to the ref and taking full advantage of the misstep of Briggs with the counter. DDT. Floating in midair into the cover. A good 2 count. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. Damian Briggs with the spear right there. In a triangle choke. Locked in tight. Damian Demento Briggerson going in for the kill, but Mitchell finding his way free. Trying to take back control. Irish whipping to the ropes and a pop-up flapjack and a stomp. A stomp to wash it down. That was mean. Briggs with another counter DDT. Back in control, back to his feet. Elite Nightmare. Little magic here. Presto change-o. Switching positions. Briggs. Ooh, shit. Bloody by the cutthroat. Pulling that last trick out the sleeve. The player trying to end it here. Only good for the count of 2. As the drama ensues off the springboard moonsault. Back into the cover. Jackson Mitchell. Only good for another 2. Nice recovery with the leg lace takedown. Damian Briggs. Damian Briggs. Damian, the Elite Nightmare Briggs. Spin 10 for the win, my friend. Only good for the count of 2. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Brought another one in the chamber. He had another one in the chamber. He calmed down. Into the cup for the win, Damian Briggs, and it is true. Nightmares do come true. It is all over. You can borrow that. You can put that on a t-shirt. We only want a 10% proceed for that catchphrase. You're welcome. GG's all around. Start making them Damian Briggs wins LOL memes and shit. Having his way just like he did on Monday Night Havoc. The Elite Nightmare. On his bullshit again. Bringing it home in a 5-star banger. Moving on. Veterancy. Old school. Travel. Tenure. AJ Woods. Ready to go one-on-one with Jay Monster. Both of these men have competed all over the E-Fed spectrum. Surely not the first time meeting. Here tonight on PileDriver. They about to mix it up.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Kansas City, Missouri, weighing in at 234 pounds, AJ Woods.
Internationally known. One of those names that transcends. The Kansas City native. You gotta wait for it though. There it is.
Kansas City, Missouri, weighing in at 234 pounds, AJ Woods.
So nice he had to say it twice. In case y'all didn't catch it the first time, AJ Woods live in full effect here on PileDriver. The former Guts and Glory briefcase holder. Ready to mix it up. Ready to tear it down. It takes real lives to realize real lives. The king of unmitigated violence, former hardcore champion, former underground champion, legendary manager,
250 pounds, the Monster
the man of fire, the head of the household, now the empty nester, the only one in the house. Time to start looking out for number one, J Monster. We got AJ Woods. We got John J. Monster Fearham. One-on-one action. We underway. Ooh, and a nice feint. Thought we were gonna get a little stare down standoff here. Gonna stare right to the action. Woods striking first, striking hard. He attacks swatted away, gripped up by the Goulder pipe. J Monster looking for that back elbow. Woods just too quick, just too slick. Still holding on. That is two. Oh, and turning it out for the vertical suplex. AJ Woods going in for the win only, giving the count of one. Monster taking him back, Irish whip into the corner. Hoisted up on the top rope, Woods in trouble, able to kick his way free. Look for that big spear. J Monster saw it coming, making the adjustment and answering back with a stomp. Pull a solid elbows to the midsection. Launching himself, but nobody home, and J Monster able to nail that big back elbow. Solid striking going on here. Not a lot of wrestling, whole lot of striking. Woods feeling it. Lured in, Monster playing possum in the corner. A little back and forth here. Momentum being fickle. Nobody with the clear-cut advantage. J Monster going upstairs. Trying to gain some serious ground here for Woods. Woods able to get the knees up and on the move. Trying to flank his opponent. J Monster answering back with the jawbreaker. Reversal in the Irish whip. Sit hard in the corner, but answering back with another elbow. J Monster back in control. Irish whip into the ropes. Drops down underneath. Leapfrog over the top. Reaching in for the spear. And this time, he was denied. Woods, little loopy-loop action into the drop kick. Forced hard into the corner. Turned around inside out. And a leg lace takedown, cranking that knee. Jay Monster trying to dole out some damage here. But the quick kick to the head gonna shut that shit down. And like I said, both men being in line, the opportunity to string together any meaningful offense. Like a little 1, 2, maybe 3 here and there. That's about it. Oh, scoring big points there though with the sit-out Liger bomb. Woods putting all his eggs in one basket. Looking for the springboard here. He cannot clear the distance. And once again, this tit-for-tat battle, ebbing and flowing. It's a super kick party here tonight in Rochester. Jay Monster letting the feet fly. And we have blood. Woods in deep trouble here. Holy, good for the count of 2. Right back to his feet. AJ Woods. Third time the charm, slingshot himself into the roundhouse. Making it back to his feet. Oh, nice half and half. Necklock suplex. AJ Woods ready to turn up the heat here. It could be, it might be the really good for the count of 1. And continuing to score big here. Woods trying to create a gap. Trying to create a gulf between him and his opponent. But Jay Monster refused it. Refused him to let that stand the fuck all the hell into the cover. For the win, Jay Monster only good for the count of 2. Sent hard in the corner. Able to turn it around. Woods on the run. Nobody home in the corner. Able to pick up the scraps. Fear him. No, it's Woods again. With that dragon screw takedown, AJ Woods. Having his leg picked. And again, rinse and repeat. Been the story of the whole match. Seesaw battle. Being defined, being redefined here. Tonight on this episode. PileDriver. Season 4, episode 18. This defensive struggle, this standoff. And Jay Monster with a surge of adrenaline. Trying to steal this thing away, but Woods locked in. High Irish whip into the atomic drop. Discus clothesline combination. Now look for the springboard, nobody home. Jay Monster ready to pick up the scraps. Bulldogging his opponent into the ropes. And things are about to get grimy. Things are about to get grimy. Big PileDriver. And just like the man on the logo, crashing down the ringside. Dueling roundhouses, little black mass for that ass. Nice standing switch. Monster gonna take the back. And the teardrop suplex might be in order, but still holding on. Looking to double down here. Jay Monster, make it 2. Woods had big enough to steal steps, and he's not done yet. Trifecta complete. Ref count up to 8 now. J Monster gonna hightail it back to the high ground. Back into the count of 12. J Monster laying in wait, ready to strike with that big sit-out Liger bomb into the cover for the win. Only good for the count of 2. Oh, nice counter. Getting slick with it. Shots fired. J Monster. Mexican Muscle Buster in the center of the ring. That back elbow find his mark twice in this matchup. But Woods regaining control. Little indecision might cost him, maybe not. The trick shot. Aimed up and served on the platter, but only good for the count of 2. Takedown attempt, stifled. J Monster denied. But able to regain control. And now it's Woods in dire straits. With a quick roll up, trying to change the complexion. AJ Woods trying to steal one. Only good for the count of 2. Face first into the top turnbuckle. Woods able to turn it around. Big forearm in the corner, and J Monster sat down like a toddler. AJ Woods got some first class tickets, loaded up, going coast to coast. Whoa, not going for the cover instead. Trying to take that arm with him. All the way from the shoulder, but J Monster sitting there not. None of that. Over the top. Liger bomb delivered. Center of the ring for the win. J Monster. And just like that, it is all over. Nice back and forth defensive struggle. Neither man giving an inch. Every bit of ground earned the hard way through some classic wrestling.
Here is your winner, the Monster John.
A hard-fought victory. And what is next for the head of the household? The man of fire, the empty nester. I must stress this very carefully. Crimson, not on PileDriver. He is here as a guest tonight so we can get past all these shenanigans between the Dangerous Alliance and the Okuto Death Society. Bring it to a head. Right now. Y'all get this shit out of your systems? Because I got a show to run. Let's get into it. The tipping point has been reached. And the blood is boiling at an all-time high. Tempers flaring.
Making his way to the ring, representing the Dangerous Alliance from Melbourne, Australia, weighing in at 265 pounds,
The masked marauder from Melbourne. The muscle of the Dangerous Alliance. Crimson has been kicking some serious ass lately. 3 straight wins in singles competition. Now here tonight. On PileDriver. Set to go face to face with a man who sparked off this gang war, so to speak. The leader of the Akuto Death Society, former classic heavyweight champion of the world, the hard-hitting heavyweight from Huntsville, the unbreakable Adam Matthews. We got Crimson. We got Adam Matthews. We got a proxy fight, Dangerous Alliance, Akuto Death Society, and the big boys are out to play here tonight. Rolling shoulders, senton to start things off with a quick kick to the head. And the former classic champion looking for the springboard, but nobody home. The masked marauder, fish hooking that man. No love lost between these two at all. Hell, I feel like it was trash talk that got this little excursion here between these two going in the first place. Quickly getting physical. A whole lot of jumping going on. Some backstage jumping. Some interfering in matches. Rinse and repeat. Hell, we just saw a little bit of it just a little bit ago. Using this opportunity and letting these two guys delegate out the differences. Blow off some steam here. Hopefully, after this match, cooler heads might prevail and we can move on with business as usual. Matthews hanging Crimson out to dry off the top rope. Quickly into the cover with the leg hook. Holy good for the count of 2. And the springboard right across. Big splash in the corner. Reverse quick kick to the head. Oh, and a nasty knee right to the mouth. Matthews on the springboard. The elbow drop to liver center mass. Going upstairs once again. The aerial assault underway. The Alabama boy flying with the headbutt. Into the cover for the win. Holy good for the count of 2. These two heavyweights, fueled by hate. And Crimson with a well-timed counter, making his first appearance actually on PileDriver. And again, to be clear, this is a one-off. You don't get used to seeing this man over here. Big back body drop. Crimson back in control, making a climb. And a rolling shoulder block senton, delivered once again. Nice counter. Crimson down behind the back with the chop block. Matthews right back to his feet. Hard knee to the midsection. Adam Matthews got Crimson right where he wants and hoists up in the fireman's carry and hung out to dry off the top rope. The springboard move. Matthews scored some big points here. Holy good for the count of 1. That was like 4 people in one shot. Shit. Nice back elbow right to the mouth. Crimson with a double underhook. Butterfly buster. Looking for the win here. Dropping the big bomb first. And Matthews able to kick out at 2. The slingshot spear threading the needle right through the ropes. And Crimson now. They made love taps. They made little pecks on the cheek. In a face full of turnbuckle. Crimson the Crusher. Having to make the escape, reverse, drop down DDT, and yes, folks, we got blood. Boot to the midsection. Double underhook. And a butterfly bomb this time, holding off the submission, and Matthews having none of it. Able to make the escape. And a hard knee to the face. Matthews hunting down Crimson. And a close near fall. Big counter elbow right to the mouth, and Crimson once again locked in with the butterfly. This time not going for the pin or the submission. For the stomp. Just to add insult to injury for the winjury. Only good for the counter twoery. Back elbow right to the mouth. Irish whip into the corner. Turned around. Matthews. Making moves. And the hard right hand turning Cream inside out. Elevator up. Elevator down. Now that's what I call an Alabama jam for the win. Only good for the count of 2. And again, you can feel the vitriol. You can feel the animosity all throughout the arena. So thick you can swim in it. Off the rope, slingshot himself into the lariat, crawling into the cover. Big Crim for the win, only good for the count of 2. Damn, Crimson getting grimy out here. No love lost betwixt these two. The pop-up. End of days. A massive display of strength. That is a 265-pound man. He just did that too. Into the cover. The Masked Marauder for the win, only good for the count of 2. Sling blade. Beautiful transition into the basement drop kick. Adam Matthews on the move, going up top for the moonsault. Crimson out of the way. Off the springboard. The lariat. Getting sky high with it. Nobody home on the elbow drop. Matthews. Ooh, showing the effects, having a low gas tank. Crimson saw it too and planted him with the Uranagi. With feet on the ropes. Crimson the Crusher picking up the win by hook or by crook, and apparently he's not done yet. The fight is on. Matthews trying to fight his way free. Here goes Albright. Big Lou. Big Lou. What the fuck are you doing out here? You just ruined everything. Big Majin Lucifer. Standing toe-to-toe with the Dangerous Alliance. Well, that just fucked everything up. Hilarious. All right. Let's keep it moving. Somebody tag Little Devil. About to get into it. We gotta add some sports entertainment and win a professional wrestling. Shit is about to get real up in here. That's a good problem to have, though. That gives you room for discrepancies. King Dominator. The coolest cat on the block. Making that long walk.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, weighing in at 235 pounds.
A successful start to the season, no doubt about it. But tonight, he literally steps into hell with the devil himself. A step up in competition. Cool King D. Ready to dance with the devil in the pale moonlight here tonight on PileDriver. The apex of All-Star Pro Wrestling.
From Memphis, Tennessee, weighing in at 225 pounds, the All-Star Pro Wrestling Underground Champion and the All-Star Pro Wrestling Action Game Champion, the Devil, Little Devil.
Winner of the 2025 and 2026 Apex Tournament. The three-time World Heavyweight Champion, multi-time champion across several other divisions. Devil Dose Straps. Live here tonight on PileDriver. Ready to throw down to some non-title action. We got King Dominator. We got Little Devil. We got one fall to the finish and we underway. Big shoulder tackle straight out the gate. KD can show no intimidation. He can't show any hesitation here. Gotta bring the fire right to the devil, otherwise you're gonna get eaten alive. KD seemingly knows this, being the aggressor straight out the gate with the springboard. And that might have cost him. Devil firing back with the sling blade. Going up top, Little Devil about to make the boom drop, but KD out of the way. Victory roll into the cover. King Dominator. No, Devil gonna turn it around, and the referee can't even get set. Both men back to square one. Look at the springboard. Dominator to pull the trigger just a little bit quicker, but the drop toe hold. Little Devil back in control. The up kick though. And now it's King Dominator's chest move. Oh, the super kick. Landing flush from out of nowhere. Devil with the arm trap. Boot to the midsection. Right to the ribs and a forearm smash to wash it down. Devil now going to test the water. Sending a message. Getting those shoulders down for just a second. Getting inside the mind of your opponent. Now forced back to the ropes, and referee Daphne LaShawn have to step in and try to separate these two. Nice, clean, respectable break. Both men in law zone, both looking springboard. Hit his Devil. Gonna recover first. Pushed off the collar and elbow tie-up. A quick jab, keeping KD at bay, but an elbow forced the Devil to take a step back. And again, the struggle. The grind is on here. The fight ensuing. Irish whip into the ropes, drops down underneath. Leapfrog over the top, King Dominator with the advantage. Devil, though, able to slip his way free. A basement drop kick, flattening the tires of the King. Hard right hand turning Dominator inside out, but able to sidestep. Looking for the springboard, but snatched off the launch zone into a German suplex. Devil still holding on. Ripcord lariat turned inside out. The no-look senton and nobody home. King Dominator working those kicks, working those punches, working those chops. And Devil with the combo breaker, firing back with some serious knife-edge chops of his own. And the super kick, excuse me. The springboard cutter, connecting clean, but Devil back to his feet. Springboard inverted moonsault on these guys, flying the unfriendly skies. We got blood from the ground and pound. Little Devil on one. Little Devil on one. Spine on the pine, float over into the cover. Damn, I can't talk tonight. For the win, only good for the count of one. Laced up, over the top. Rolling through with the neck breaker for the win, only good for the count of two. The kip up and hellacious DDT. Picture perfect moonsault. Devil, don't know if he got all of it. Got most of it. Got enough of it. No doubt ready to rain down hell on his opponent. KD able to make the escape. Quick jab combination. And Devil back in control. Cinching in the guillotine, but KD with a couple of well-played shots able to force Devil to release the hold. Irish whip into the ropes, rather. Looking for the basement dropkick, but sidestep, swatted away. And King Dominator caught up with the sickle. Devil into the cover. Only good for the count of one. Little Devil. Ooh, from the depths of the hells. Going coast to coast. Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Thanks for tapping in. Thursday Night PileDriver, Season 4, Episode 18. We got Little Devil. We got King Dominator going head-to-head and toe-to-toe in this non-title matchup. And Devil trying to hold the line. King Dominator trying to step up. The Underground Champion back to his feet. King Dominator with the back elbow. Over the top. Float over with the Liger Bomb. Yeah. And the hip thrust right in the corner. Devil feeling the effects, and King Dominator going to slap on that submission hold. The Devil nose strap is able to fight his way free. Off the springboard, inverted Hurricane Rana, spiking the head into the canvas. With the no sell, the kip up, and King Dominator slammed hard into the corner. Picture perfect scoop slam by the Devil. Devil from the heavens. And the corkscrew met with a pair of these knees. Looking for the shoulder tackle. Trying to pick up the scraps, but King Dominator finding himself on the receiving end of a stump puller PileDriver. Live hitting out on PileDriver. Devil now ready to go in for the kill. Both to the midsection. Snap, mirror, driver, little blunt force trauma, never hurt nobody. For the win, Little Devil only good for the count of two. The no-look senton finds his mark. An hellacious laugh. Irish whip into the ropes, drops down underneath. Leapfrog over the top. Spine on the pine. Devil got all of it. Trying to pick himself up in the corner. Devil on the move. Looking for that combo kick. And King Dominator with another opportunity. Looking for the springboard. Snatched off the launch zone, but the back and elbow gonna save him. Forced the Devil back to the other corner. Nice counter. Little Devil looking for the springboard over the top with the whisper in the wind. Holler in the smoke. Into the cover. Only good for the count of one. Oh, and King Dominator right through the eye with that shoulder tackle. Devil now busted open, able to avoid the springboard moonsault. The back elbow via King Dominator, getting this thing back in his favor. The big clothesline in the corner, dropping Devil in place. Center of the ring with the leg hook. KD for the win, only good for the count of 2. Let's counter the midsection. Little Devil. Little Devil. Help from the heavens. Ready to rain down hell on his opponent, but KD able to avoid it. Turning Devil inside out with the counter clothesline. Dude, getting it. Irish whipping to the ropes. Counter DDT. Devil gonna crawl over into the cover. For the win here after a grueling match, only good for step. King Dominator. Reversing on the Irish whip and Devil out to the apron. Trying to hold on. KD trying to dislodge him, but reaching in and hung out with the hot shot. Firing back with a big clothesline. Bringing a fight. And the springboard stomp. KD calling his shot. Couple of elbows to the midsection. Little Devil fighting his way free. Snap. Mare driver from the depths of the hells. Little Devil sitting on the ring for the win. Haley good for the count of 2. Wow. Wow. How close can you get? KD. With the hip thrust in the corner. Throwing out everything. Trying to find something that'll stick. Reversal on the whip. Devil walking his man down. Turn around in the corner by the back elbow. Creating some room to work in the spear. Flattening Little Devil in the center of the ring with the leg hook. Ref in position for the win, and Devil holding on strong. Kicked off. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guessed my name. Hope the springboard. Little Devil unable to clear the distance, but still on wobbly legs. King Dominator right for the pick and reversal on the whip. Out of the apron. Devil holding on. A forearm smash. Counter. Back inside the ring. And a super kick. Right to the lip. Missing the mark on the senton, Little Devil did, and KD able to pick up the scraps. Nice counter by Dominator. Nice counter by Devil. And the scramble is on late in the match. Both men broken. Gas tanks nearly empty. Devil looking for the leg lariat. They're running right past the offenses. KD going to take the back. A shot to the lower lumbar. Irish whipping to the ropes. And slapping on that submission on the crossface in the center of the ring. Nowhere to go. Can Devil weather the storm? Devil not only going to weather the storm, but actively going to fight his way free. Oh, and the clothesline turned inside out. Cool King Dominator losing his cool. Going to that dark place. Snake Eyes in the corner, laying out Little Devil, going up to the second floor. Walking the tightrope. KD over and under, dropping the elbow. Crawling back into the cover. Cool King Dominator for the win, and Devil says no, sir. The back elbow, Devil hollering the smoke instead of whispering the win. Y'all see what I did there? For the win, only good for the count of 2. Irish whipping in the corner. Picture perfect scoop slam, and Devil making a trip up to the heavens. No doubt. Ready to, oh no, okay, with the corkscrew instead. I thought he was going for the coup de grace. Devil got to keep the hoes guessing for the win. And just like that, it is all over. Wow. Gentlemen, I don't know what the hell that was, but may we have some more, please? Shit. Run these. Run that. Absolute cinema.
Here is your winner.
Oh, that was a beaut. That was a beaut. Chef's kiss. No nose. And the apex of All-Star Pro, Devil No Straps. Out here doing what he does best, picking up the dub over some very game, prime competition. Cool King Dominator. Looking like $1 million in defeat. Devil does what devils do. It's time to pay the devil due when the devils do. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Co-main event time, we got the ladies in action. Reagan Anderson effectively has already cleared out her division. Now trying to lap them, trying to run that victory lap. That momentum bursting at the seams. The coffers full. But the French Paradox ready to run it back. Part 2, let's get into it. The former Grindhouse champion. On her ascent to the main roster, the French Paradox. One fall. Victoria Ritchie. The last time she met with Reagan Anderson when she was challenging for that Classic Championship. Cashing in that Grindhouse title for that one opportunity. Now here tonight for the sequel. This time hoping for a different outcome. Hoping for an opportunity to lock in for another shot at that Classic title. Victoria Ritchie. Ready. You know, they say professional wrestling has more than one royal family. Enter the Andersons. Little Reagan, more specifically, representing the Black Heart Collective. Going 15-3 in the last 18 outings. Win the championship way back in April, last man standing. Being that benchmark. The three-time reigning undisputed Classic Women's Champion, the Diamond, Reagan Anderson. We got Victoria Ritchie. We got Reagan Anderson. One falls to the finish and we underway. Big smashing knee right to the mouth. Ritchie taken down, but able to take control early on. She's had to go around with the champ once before, knows what to look for. And Ritchie gonna try to make that adjustment she could not make in the previous encounter. But knocking Reagan off her square, especially at this point in the game, is going to be a hard thing to do. Over the top. Rolling the dice. Reagan out here tonight with the knife sharpened. The guns loaded. Ritchie taking it back. Looking for the springboard, and Anderson quickly going to regain control. Already showing that patented aggression, Reagan Anderson. Cut off again, and Richie this time being very efficient here. Staying calm in the face of adversity. Swinging around, taking it back at Anderson. With another elbow, shutting that shit down. Anderson taking it back. And rinse and repeat the other way. And rinse and repeat the other way. Collar elbow tie-up. Richie taking that side headlock, but launched into the ropes. Anderson pushed her off, and off the rebound, a hard knee to the face. He's going to wash it down with his senton, and yes, we got blood. Into the cover. For the win, Little Reagan only good for the count of 2. Boot to the midsection. Double underhook, locked in. Hoisted up on the shoulders. Rolling all the way through with it. Reagan Anderson out here trying to collect some scalps. Only good for the count of 2. And a nice counter off the rebound yet again. Victoria Richie in control of the French Paradox, looking for the springboard moonsault, and cut down. Anderson. Oh man, this is like a fight. They ain't even wrestling. I've not seen very many traditional grappling holds. Reaching over the top with the roundhouse, the back elbow. Pump handle, locked in. The French Paradox over the top. Anderson planted face first for the win, only good for the count of 2. And a nice near fall. Richie trying to send a message to the champion. But time and time again, Reagan able to shut it down. Boot to the midsection. Pump handle. Locked in. Reagan Anderson. Stacked up, racked up into the cover for the win. Reagan Anderson only good for the count of 2. Going upstairs, calling the shot. Anderson dropping the elbow. Delivered dead center mass. And Richie now might be ripe for the pick. And Anderson about to find out straight up and down like 6 o'clock with the powerbomb for the win. The reigning classic champion, Reagan Anderson, only good for the count of 2. Paradox being the problem out here tonight. Powering up here late in the match. Anderson again being that denier. And Richie having to earn everything with grit. Anderson, back in control. No, it's Richie. No, it's Anderson. Ooh, the back and forth. Anybody's ball game here. Victoria Richie scoring big. The boot. Anderson sent down a ringside. A painful way. And now Richie. Going to join Anderson down in the trenches, and it might have been a bad idea. Toss back inside the ring. Victoria Richie with the advantage. Couple of elbows to the midsection. Little Reagan. Irish whip into the ropes. Richie going to turn it around. The big clothesline, the springboard moonsault, but cannot clear the distance. And Anderson going to take the back. Big arching German suplex. She said you like German suplexes. Here's a French suplex. Richie perched on the top rope and the single kick right to the lip, dropping Anderson. And now the champion in trouble. Ooh, up to the top. Up to the top. With the OG cutter, Reagan Anderson. Thinking powerbomb again. Richie says no. For the win, Reagan Anderson got her stacked up. Holy, good for the count of two. And you see a look of shock on the champion's face. Richie rolling on the side to try to reset and recover. Anderson going to join her down in the trenches, giving no quarter to her opponent. And she might be ruining that idea right now because she's getting ruined. And the environment coming into play. The wrestling gods receiving their offering here. Victoria Richie trying to chop down the reigning women's classic champion, Reagan Anderson. Bringing that pain deliberately. Ooh, looking for the big stomp. Richie out of the way. Richie, this is the hope spot. Irish whip into the ropes. And a counter DDT. Anderson going to crawl into the cover. Looking for the win. Little Reagan only good for the count of two. Snatched up. Into the Carolina clutch, Victoria Richie with nowhere to go and forced the tap, and just like that. It is all over. Reagan Anderson does it again, improving that record. And I'm telling you, she is not human. Something out of the celestial orbit, Reagan Anderson, the reigning classic women's champion. Main event time, main event time, main event time. We got Sean Smith, the #1 contender for Rockstar Trids Classic Heavyweight Championship. Going head to head tonight. Another champion. Synonymous with PileDriver. That's Cole Steele, the international champion. Let's get into it. Big fight field here in the main event. It goes down. Talk about somebody who thrives off the chaos. Representing the Black Label Society. Reinvented. Revamped. This is a new version of the Kiwi Killer.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Auckland, New Zealand, weighing in at 265 pounds, Sean the Savage Smith.
The Savage Brawler. The Barbarian. The Kiwi Killer. Representing the Black Label Society. This man has a storied career. This man embracing the controversy. This man, the #1 contender for the Classic Championship, set to meet Rockstar Trids one-on-one. And now, that's what I call wrestling, Volume 3. Set to test his mettle against another sitting champion right here on PileDriver. Hell no, I'm weak. Not the people's elbow. Get out of here, man. Occupying the main event, representing the Hit Squad, the Day One original, one of the most decorated individuals in company history, ready to punch that clock, ready to get to work, the Steel City Saint.
Representing the industry from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 228 pounds, the ALLSTAR Pro Wrestling International Champion, the professional Cole Steele.
Cole Steele, just a tag team championship away from Grand Slamming. First man to hold both the World Heavyweight and Classic Heavyweight Championships. The two-time and reigning undisputed international champion. The professional Cole Steele. Steele. Big fight field here tonight in the main event. Cold Steel, Sean Smith, one-on-one. 2 men have dominated the ratings here on PileDriver for the better part of the last 2 seasons. And of course, you wasn't going to get a clean break from Sean Smith. Still reaching in, eating the elbow, and his slingshot spear. Smith scored some big points early on here in the main event. Got his opponent stuffed. And already, the Savage Brawler, the Barbarian, engaging this with savagery. Looking for the moonsault and getting greedy. Cole still going to make a pay with a pair of these knees. Right to the midsection. Tossed hard in the corner. Still on the move. But it's Sean Smith with the advantage of the rebound and denied. Cole still with the elbow. And Cole still with the Uranagi, only good for the count of 2. With the arm trap, Cole still a man of tradition, the professional, the Steel City Saint. Bringing it home. With everybody's favorite, the good old-fashioned Thursday night special. Going up top, still a little short on the moonsault attempt, and Sean Smith going to pick up the scraps. Slingshot spear netted again. Looping right hand. Smith. With graphic violence on his mind here. Cole still answering back with an elbow. Boot to the midsection. Got his opponent stuffed. Hoisted up. The coldest one. Taking the long walk. And gonna hang Smith out to dry on the top rope. Cole still on the run. And again, a little short on the moonsault. Irish whip into the ropes. Oh, over the ropes. Down to ringside. Smith put some stank on that last one. And Cole right back in the fire feet first. Right back out to the apron. Sean Smith out here said, "This is my ring. You stay out." And 2 hard hand. Not enough to dislodge Cole still. Right back in the ring with that fighting spirit. The international champion pulling the trigger with the stun gun. Cole Steel into the cover for the win, only good for the count of 2. Now it's Sean Smith answering back with some heavy offense of his own and another near fall. Little back and forth there, and Cole still mixing up the attack. Targeting that leg, and Sean Smith with that vertical base. Oh! Weakened, setting up Cole still for that vintage OG cutter. Smith back to his feet. Cole still with the stun gun. He had another one in the chamber, y'all. And the veteran still. Why are you dragging him away? Go for the pin. He was in between him and the ropes. What do you... Oh, okay, I see you. Going for the sharpshooter. And Sean Smith saw it too. Able to kick Steele off. Smith trying to beat Cole Steele with his own maneuver. The stun gun for the win, only good for the count of 2. Jonathan Smith going up top with the frog splash. Connected dead center mass, and Cole Steele writhing in pain. Feeling the effects of the assault by the Savage Brawler. Smith has Cole still right where he wants him, hoisted up in a fireman's carry, taking a long walk, snake eyes in the corner. And the up kick. The professional. Taking back control, Irish whipping in the ropes, laced up. Roundabout to the neck breaker. Sean Smith. Oh, with the Northern Lights suplex. Dropping down behind the back. And the fireman's carry slam. Cold Steel in trouble, cut in half with that big spear, but back to his feet. Smith gonna turn it around. In the count of 7, Smith gonna hightail it back inside the ring. Holding the high ground, playing to the crowd, catching a quick breath before Cold Steel joins him back inside the ring. A counter and a stun gun. Cold motherfucking Steel. Cold Steel! Cold Steel! Cold Steel! Into the cover for the win. The professional only good for the count of 2. Bone up top, looking for it. Oh, the leg drop. Nobody home, and Sean Smith able to capitalize. Oh, and the cave-in stomp. Smith. Oh, able to get the knees up. Just in the nick of time. The glancing blow, knocking Cole back to the ropes. Who's able to counter with another cave-in. And there it is, looking for the leg drop the first time, able to nail it on the second. And Smith might be up out of there. Maybe not. Reversal on the whip and turned inside out with a nasty lariat. And Sean Smith said, it's my turn. Cole says no. Cole reaching in for it. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Things are getting hot here in the main event. The sit-out power bomb. Oh, giving Cole a taste of his own medicine. Unloading with the OG cutter. Sean Smith now. Got him in the crucifix. Lay it out with the power bomb. Smith. Cole looking for it. Smith looking for it. Snatching the double leg. Cole Steel, center of the ring. Looking for that patented sharpshooter. Smith is inches away from the ropes. Can he reach and force that rope break? Instead, the Savage Brawler in him. Gonna fight his way free. Got his bonus stuff. Hoist it up. Cold Steel says no. For the well-played shot to the temple. The coldest one. With the air raid siren. Getting innovative with it late in the match here in tonight's main event for the win only. Good for the count of 2. Cold Steel! With one in the chamber, the last gasp, and it is not enough. Dropping the elbow down. Cole Steel's had enough of the shenanigans. Smith out the ringside to try to reset and recover and giving no quarter. About the coldest one. Still going all the way around the block to get next door. The Don Corleone. Oh, serving up the wrestling gods with some tribute here in the main event. Big right-left combination, still making back inside the ring. Sean Smith praying to the pimp hand. Counter. The nasty forearm right to the mouth. Cold Steel. No, it's Sean Smith with the chop block. And a springboard moonsault. Irish whipping the ropes, looking for the spear. Smith right past the offenses. Smith gonna take the back. Sharp shot to the lower lumbar. Irish whipping the ropes. And a pop-up. Right cross. And the bloodthirsty crowd said they want to see it one more time, and they might have to, because this match not over with yet. These guys getting it their all here in the main event. Trying to close out strong. The drop kick, swatted away. Smith locked in. Irish whip into the ropes. Ooh, and laid out. Cole still feeling the effects. That destroyer spiking him into the canvas and to wash it down with the moonsault. Sean Smith from the top rope. Cole still bloody with that last maneuver, and Sean Smith think he has this one well in hand for the win. Only good for the count of 2. Reverse quick kick to the head. Still looking for the gunstun once again. No, not tonight. Sean Smith laid out with the short arm clothesline. Coldest one going up top. The moonsault, finding it. Is it enough after the moonsault for the win? Cole Steele, and just like that, it is all over. Back in the main event, closing out PileDriver strong, Cole Steele. Sean Smith went to absolute war, but in the end, it was the professional picking up the dub, holding it down.
Here is your winner, the professional Cole Steele.
Still keeping it real, not giving a fuck how y'all motherfuckers feel. Hold still for the Cole. Still. Like breaking news, Jake King back from injury. Good to know. Good to know. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank y'all for joining us. With that being said, it's been one hell of a show. One hell of an evening of professional wrestling. And yeah, we got down with the get down. We got the weekend off. I'll be doing some edits, so make sure you give me free updates. And yeah, Havoc Monday. So until next time, I've been War and Peace. We are All-Star Pro Wrestling, and this was PileDriver. Keep the peace, y'all, or fight like hell. Good night, everybody.